So I grew up in Granada Hills, California, which is a suburb in Los Angeles. And so growing up, I played sports, and primarily I played soccer, basketball, and I did karate, which later turned into full contact karate when I was in my teens and young 20s. Luckily, I was not hurt in regards to my knees or shoulders or anything like that. With karate, of course, you get cut and you have scrapes and things like that, but maybe the worst I've ever had was an ankle sprain. Around high school is when I decided that I was thinking about becoming a doctor. After high school, I was accepted to UCLA, and then when I was there, I decided to go the pre-med route. I decided to become an orthopedic surgeon when I actually when I was in medical school, we would have our clinical rotations our third year. And I actually went into medical school thinking I was going to be a psychiatrist because my uncle is a psychiatrist, and I thought that would be kind of a cool thing to do. I was a psych major at UCLA. When I did my clinical rotation for surgery, I was asked to scrub in on a case. It was a thyroidectomy, where they removed the thyroid, and I just fell in love with surgery. I thought it was really cool. I was able to get in there, do something, help out, retract as a student, and then through that rotation, it really interested me as far as surgery. So I actually started out my career as a general surgeon, and I did that for 2 years. And during your general surgery rotations as an intern, you rotate through orthopedics. And so when I rotated through orthopedics, I guess I did a pretty good job. And two of the senior residents, who I'm still very good friends with, went to the chairman and kind of petitioned for me to go into the incoming class of orthopedic residents. And that was history after that. So I became an orthopedic surgeon kind of out of chance. So I went to UCLA for my undergrad. I graduated from New York Medical College in New York City for medical school. I did 2 years of general surgery residency in Phoenix at Maricopa Medical Center. And at that same medical center, there was an orthopedic residency, and I entered in my second year there. I finished that out, and then I went for a arthroscopic sports medicine fellowship in Los Angeles with Burt Mandelbaum, who currently is the medical director for Major League Soccer and a team physician for U.S. Soccer. And I worked with him and 9 other surgeons for a year, and we took care of Pepperdine, many Hollywood stars, many Los Angeles-based athletes, and that's where my training came from. Yeah, so I have experience with U.S. Soccer as a team physician. It started in my fellowship with Burt Mandelbaum. We took care of the national team, the men's and women's national team, and when I went to Flagstaff about 2002, I was called up to travel with our under-23 men's team, which is the Olympic team. And I went to Portugal and Spain with them, and we played friendlies against those countries plus some other countries. And that's where I got connected in with U.S. Soccer. And then since that time, early on in my career, I traveled with them 2 or 3 times a year, and it was usually on the men's side. And approximately 5 or 6 years after doing this, I was asked to take care of the women's national team as one of the traveling physicians. And I actually covered the Juarez World Cup qualifier game, I believe it was 2008, in which I was the physician that was covering the game and the tournament for the U.S. team. So it's been a great ride. I did stop doing it 2 years ago because I wanted to watch my kids play sports and not travel so much, but I'm going to restart that soon. Well, I chose Las Cruces. It was back in 2004. I answered a work ad looking for a sports medicine physician to take care of New Mexico State. And I answered that ad and came and interviewed. And the reason I came here was to take care of New Mexico State, which is a Division I program. I did my fellowship in arthroscopic surgery and sports medicine in Los Angeles. And there I took care of Pepperdine University as well as U.S. Soccer, professional soccer athletes and other athletes in Los Angeles region. So coming here was the fact of being able to take care of Division I sports. And then also at that time, the high schools weren't really being covered as far as someone at the games. So about 15 years ago, I started going to all the football games on Friday nights. And for me, high school sports is a lot of fun because it's so unpredictable. It's Friday night lights here, it's fun. People get into the games. We have some great high school teams here that do very well statewide when it comes to their postseasons, and so that's always an exciting feature.